First step in making pesto, get the leaves off the stems. Now, some people say you can use the stems. Some people say you should pick all the leaves off. I kind of go both ways. Let's see here. Up here at the top, the stems are real tender, so it doesn't bother me if they go in. But you get down here, and they're a lot, I guess you would say, woodier. You also want to put any leaf that's, damaged, you want to set it aside. So this is really just going over it, getting the leaves off. What I have, this is black opal basil, which it looks different, tastes the same, but it's the same thing. If the stem is tender, like up here at the top, I don't worry about it. But stems that are thicker, heavier, I do kind of pick those out. So that this is what we do first. And this is just regular sweet basil, or just there's a lot of different varieties. And like I say, what's up here at the top, I don't worry about too much. I just, pick them off. But I am checking the leaves to make sure that if there's a problem with the leaf, I don't want that going into my pesto. Well, that went faster than anticipated. The next component in pesto is walnuts. And you can find all kinds of recipes for walnuts out on the internet. How many walnuts do you add? I guess it kind of depends on your own personal taste. And I like to, let's get the walnuts out. I like to go over them, make sure that there's, no shells or anything nasty in there. And right there's one that doesn't look good. And that's about how many I use. So that's, say 2 cups, more or less. Today it's a little bit more. Another day it might be a little less. Excuse me. Anyway, that's about how many I will use. This really is a job for a food processor or a chopper. Now we got such fun getting that lid on. Another ingredient that you need for pesto is olive oil. And I'm going to put a little splash in there before I add the basil leaves. That's kind of just to get it going. Throw in some basil leaves. And chop. I like to pulse it just to get it going. More leaves. Add the olive oil, which helps to get it going even more. Watch for escapees. You don't want to lose your leaves. Losing leaves is losing flavor. You'll notice I didn't measure that. And right now it's very much a paste. Hard to believe that whole big bowl of basil leaves turns into that. One more component. And that's Parmesan cheese. Now, I'm not necessarily a purist, so I'm not getting a good block of Parmesan and shredding it myself or anything like that. Let's be real. I mean, let's be real about this, truly. So I sprinkle in some Parmesan, and I think that's to taste. And the Parmesan is why I didn't add any salt to anything, because, you know, Parmesan's salty. Now the Parmesan soaks up oil. So you have to kind of start to decide how wet you want your pesto, how liquid. You have to decide how you're going to store it, how you're going to use it. You know, I think I want a little bit more in there before I add some more oil. And yes, you can see I'm a messy cook. And there is the pesto that I'm going to put into an ice cube tray and freeze. Now, if you want more of a how-to and all that, you know, if you want absolute measurements and absolute how-to and a highly produced video, they're out there on YouTube. Go find them. But this is just how I'm using the basil that I grew in my own garden. And it's sweet basil and dark opal basil, which tastes the same. The dark opal, it's pretty in the garden, so that's why I use it. But anyway, that's the pesto project for today. thanks for coming along. Stay safe and find joy in everything that you do. Thanks.